Alright, Hazemate here. So, doing some work on the Black Widow Galant VR4. It's the rainy season's coming up. Yeah, rainy season's pretty much here, and it's probably going to get worse. So, I bought some new wipers for the Black Widow Galant VR4, but I haven't installed them yet because the wiper arms are getting the finish is pretty bad on them. They've been all weathered and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go remove them, and then we're gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and paint them. Now I've never removed the ones on this car before, but yeah, okay. So what we're gonna have to do is raise the hood, I guess. So first we're gonna go raise the hood, and then man, this car is super dirty. This up a little bit. So one way to make sure that you put the wipers back in the same position that they were before is to put masking tape. So what I'm actually do is take the whole arm off, and then we're going to clean the arm up a little bit. We're going to take the wiper out, and then we're going to Plastidip the whole thing. It'll be easier while it's off the car. If you do it on the car, you're going to have to mask like the whole car. So at least the area that you're working in. So yeah, like if you just want to do the top part, I guess it's okay, but my guess is easier just take the whole thing out. So that's what we're gonna do. So the first step is to put some masking tape where the wiper meets the window, and then that way you know exactly where to put it back. I guess you can do kind of like a trial and error too, if you wanted to, but that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, if you put it back on wrong, you can just take it off and stick it back on until you get it right. But this will tell you where it was before. So there you go. So I've gone ahead and put the masking tape down. So the next step is to pop the hood and then unbolt the wiper arms. I've never done it on this car before, so this is something new to me. But hopefully we can get that squared away. Yeah, one thing that might be good to do is Plastidip this mirror too. I might try doing some Plastidip on some certain parts of the car, like maybe the side plastics here, because they're kind of like paint's fading on them and stuff. The good thing about Plastidip is it's very durable stuff. This Previa has had it for I don't know, half a decade or something. These used to be just bare gray, and now they're starting to fade now. But it's fairly easy to touch up Plastidip. So this is pretty much all gone already. But the sun just beats down on it. But it's pretty tough stuff. You can a good thing to use Plastidip for is fenders, not fenders, the bumper, because it can withstand rock chips and stuff pretty well. The one thing I don't recommend Plastidip for is someplace that you're going to touch often. If you like a door handle, I would not Plastidip a door handle, because it's something that you touch all the time. So every time you pull on that, there's a chance that you're gonna unpeel the Plastidip off. So I wouldn't do that. Wheels are good. I Plastidip the wheels on my Prius. Where's that Prius? Over there. And it turned out pretty well. Check it out. It kind of needs a touch-up now, but it's held up pretty well. Looks like every time you've got to change the tires on it, you probably have to touch it up again. See, it's pretty good. This is a gunmetal color. And you can touch it up with paint thinner. Let's see. So this, it's coming off here. I can clean this area off and then dab a little paint thinner on there. Or if it ever lifts, see right here, it's lifting right here. If it ever, oh, that's pretty bad. That's a good one. That's a good example of peeling Plastidip. So if I wanted to reattach that lifted part, all I'd have to do is wash it and then just dab some paint thinner on it, and then it'll make it tacky again, and it'll be goopy, and then you just you could paint over it again once it's attached again. So Plastidip is pretty easy to work with, but you know, it does peel off. That's what it does. So, and that's the beauty of it. If you want to take it off, you can take it off. So that's my plan. I may Plastidip, like something like this would be good to Plastidip, but it's not rusting or anything. This roof, the clear coat's pretty bad on this, so you know, it's not a lot to Plastidip, so, and it's already kind of got some like Plastidip colored type stuff, so that might be good to do, to just if you just wash it really good and then Plastidip it. I bet you the Plastidip will fill in this part too. You probably won't even notice that the clear coat is peeling after that. But you probably want to get rid. Anyway, I'm getting off subject here. So we're gonna Plastidip the wipers, including this cool little spoiler thing here. It's interesting. Only on the driver's side. All right, here's me on. So also I want to note that what is this? AS. It says AS here on the passenger side, the right side. So I'm gonna go ahead and just remember that. And plus the driver's side does have that little wind deflector dealy. So I've gone ahead and unbolted those. And, oh shit. There we go. Oh great, I lost it. Oh, it's right here. Alright. What you need to do is just undo it right there. Off it goes. It's pretty easy. Probably when I put it back on, I might just well, there's a little spring-loaded thing on it, so does it have any teeth on it? Oh yeah, it does have teeth. Okay. Yeah. So that's the passenger side and then the driver's side. This looks like it's going to be a pain in the ass to reinstall. Kind of have to push down on it. Alright, there it is. So now I got the wiper arm out. That's the driver's side. And the passenger side right here. Cool. Alright, so there they are. And then I have tape marked off here for where they were before. So I'll know when I put them back if it's like too high or too low. I need to take it out and readjust it. So there they are. And I think that's where I'm going to stop today. Let's go put it on my trailer here. So you can see the Galant has one that says AS on it. Your driver's for the passenger side. So you can see it's pretty weathered. So what we're going to do is take the wiper out. Sorry, which wiper? I think it's the same wiper. Oh no, the longer one is the driver's side is longer by a little bit. So you gotta remember, Hades Omega, that the longer wiper is on the driver's side. Now, I don't know if I should take this little wind deflector off. I think I'm just gonna leave it, and I'm gonna actually Plastidip this too. So see how that turns out. Yeah, the wipers are the actual wiper arms, or the wiper arms. The wiper part is actually in better shape than the rest of it. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go clean these, and then we're going to go take the wiper out and just spray paint it, and then that should be pretty easy. No masking. I don't have to do any masking because I took it off the car. It's always when you got to paint stuff on the car, it's always easier to remove, you know, the part that you're painting. Like if I was going to paint this fender, well, just take the fender out and paint it. That, or you know, if you're pretty good at masking stuff, then that's, you know. But also like I was thinking of re-clearing this hood myself with some 2K clear spray cans, but I decided I think that's not a good idea, because one, I got no garage or anything to paint in, so you know, kind of open environment here, and it's just going to collect dust and crap, especially if the wind was blowing. So I probably don't want to do that. So I'm probably going to have to take this to a shop and have them re-clear it. What I might do is, is wait for the clear coat to wait for the rest of the clear coat to chip off, and then have them re-clear it. And that's what I think I'm gonna do. So I wish I can get a carbon fiber hood, but there's not a lot of carbon fiber stuff for this car. There's just not a lot of parts for this car. It's a sleeper car. But I would really like to get a lighter hood. This hood is just too heavy. So yeah. So alright, so that's it for today. And then when next we meet, we will go paint these, and then we'll just stick them back on and we'll see how it looks. Alright. Here's what we got. Also, if you want to see what a Plastidip wiper looks like after maybe like half a decade, boom, there it is. So it's pretty much all come off already. Still a little bit here I can feel, but yeah. This one I would probably just do on the van. You just got to do the outside, and then what I would do is I would just scuff it up with some what is it? Scuff it up with a Scotch-Brite pad or something, or just wash it, you know, and then just go repaint it again. But yeah, I'll probably do that some other time. I think the front wipers are pretty bad on this. Yeah, there's no more paint at all on the front, and it's starting to rust. So I probably gonna do the Previous at some time. This one I may do it on the van. Looks a little more complicated taking that out. Plus this one has like the water line already on it and everything. It's annoying. Alright. So, but yeah, if you can do it on the car, you gotta mask it, and you gotta mask around it, you know. But I felt that it would be easier to just take it off on the Galant. Alright, here's my guy. Alright, so they all dried up, so they're ready to be painted. All I gotta do is, yeah, it took a while for them to dry because the water was like pulling up in weird places. So I'm gonna go get this here Plastidip here, the black Plastidip. I have some white and some camo Plastidip too. They make them all sorts of colors now. I love this stuff. It's great. So what I gotta do is, I think what I'm gonna do, so I can get it all in one go. I'll make sure I shake this up real good. It's starting to get cold, and it's supposed to rain today, but what I'm gonna do is put it on one of these hooks here, since there's a hole we can use, and we're just gonna go paint it like that. We're gonna hold it up. Alright, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, there it is. I sprayed this one. Looks like it turned out pretty good. It's black again at least. So we're going to go ahead and let that dry for like 5 minutes, and then we'll probably do another coat on it, and then I'll go start on another one. So you can kind of tell how, you know, the difference looks a lot nicer. Alright, there it is. That one's still drying. This one is done. I just sprayed it. It looks like it turned out pretty good. I might be able to use one more coat. I'm trying to get it in there pretty thick, so it lasts a long time, because after a while it rubs off, you know. Yeah, but it looks pretty good. It looks like I need to spray a little bit on the bottom there, but we'll get that on the second coat. So we'll just let this dry. So I'm spraying the side here, and I'm going up like this, and then the other side, and then some of the bottom, like right here, or the arm part. But I'm not try not to get this part here, because the paint is still good over there. So, and that stuff isn't exposed to the elements as much. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this up here, hang it up on my shed here. Okay, I'll just be up there, and then I'll go put another coat on this one in a minute. So one of the things I like about Plastidip is it's very forgiving. It auto levels really good. So hopefully it's kind of getting orange peely, but I bet you that will level off. And then yeah, so you can lay it on pretty thick and it'll level out. So those are the two. This one has 2 coats. That one is, I think I'm done with that one. And then I'll do another coat nice thick coat on that one, and then we'll be done. And then we'll just let it dry for the rest of the day. Okay, there it is. I did 2 thick coats on it, and it should be good. Hopefully it won't rub off when I put the wipers on. Hopefully not. But we're gonna let it dry the rest of the day, and we'll be all good. Alright, this is my little paint booth, I guess. Alright, Hazy Mega here, and it's the next day, and here it is. It's nice and dry. So you remember it was pretty peely before when I sprayed it on, and I said it would auto level. Well, it sure did. Look at it. Looks great. How long will it last? I don't know. So when they first dry like this, they're really tacky, sorta, you know. But then after a while, they start to harden and stuff, and I guess that's the kind of finish that I'm trying to go for. But it looks really nice. It's got a good matte finish. It's not a flat finish because see, like it's still kind of shiny a little bit, and that's perfect. That's what I'm going for. So hopefully this lasts pretty long, because it is something that moves, you know, it's a wiper. So let's go inside. All right, here we are at the Black Widow Galant VR4. So before I put the wipers, before I put the wiper arms back in, I'm gonna install new wipers. So here I got the 19 and the 18. If you remember, the longer one goes on the driver's side. And my tape is still on there. It's been like 2 days. It rained really hard last night, but so this is basically where the wipers got to be. I guess you can kind of see where they were before too, since it's kind of dirty. And it is freezing right now, man. So I'll go ahead and install these. Okay, I went ahead and installed them. They were pretty easy to install. These are just some plain Jane Champion wipers that I got at Pep Boys. They're nothing special, you know. I think they're like $8. They're the cheapest ones I can get. They're Champion brand, you know. It's a good brand. So one was an 18 and one was a 19. Let's go put these away. So that's what they look like. They actually look pretty good. I've already scuffed up the paint a little bit trying to put them on, but it's okay. That's the way it's gonna be. Let's see. Oh, I actually missed a spot right there. That sucks. That's okay. All right. So the important part is like this part that I wanted to get, you know. But yeah, I guess I missed that spot on the bottom. So let's go. All right. So I got the wiper arms in there. I think I must have scratched one part of it or something. Yes, right there. But it's tough getting this one under the hood. So I got it pretty much lined up, pretty close to where it was, and I'm just gonna torque it right now. The torque is 7 to 12 foot-pounds on a 1G Eclipse. So I'll probably do 7 first, and then we'll go to maybe like 10 or something. Not a lot of torque, so don't go crazy cranking down the bolts on these so you break the motor. I'm just gonna go like that, just tighten it. But looks like it's moving the whole thing, so I'm gonna just hold the arm down. Okay, I got done torquing it. Let me see. I did 7 foot-pounds, which is like 84 inch-pounds, and then I went to 10 foot-pounds because it was 7 to 12. So I went up. I chose a medium. So it was 120 foot-pounds, right? So it's 12 times 10. Yeah, that's 120 foot-pounds, inch-pounds. 120 foot-pounds. You would totally bust that off. And then there it is. So yeah, they're pretty easy to install. There's no cover or anything. It's just kind of just flat nut here. So it should be done. Let's go close the hood. Take a look. All right, there they are. They look a lot better than they did before. Not all rusted and paint coming off and everything. So we've just got to give it time for it to cure and get like harder. So we can go take the tape off now. Oh, great. Left some residue. Let me probably clean that off with some alcohol. I left it on for a couple days, so probably not happy taking it off. Let's clean that up. Yeah, actually, you probably want to clean that up. I'll probably clean that up right now because if you use the wipers, it may damage the wiper blades, the rubber parts. This one came off okay. It's kind of weird. So So yeah, I'll probably just get some alcohol and clean the rest up. But there it is. I think it turned out pretty good. I don't know. I kind of feel like that wiper is a little too close, too low. But one way to find out. Let's fire it up. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to clean that, but actually. All right. Well, there they are. So I cleaned up the windshield. Just make a note to yourself. Use some good tape next time. Use like fucking painter's tape. That did not come out clean at all. I know I left it for a couple days, but I don't think I should have done that. I think I used some. It's because I used some kind of cheap tape that came apart, and it was a bitch trying to get it out with alcohol. Maybe I needed to use something stronger, like acetone or something. But yeah, it did not want to come off. I had to rub the crap out of that to get it out. So there they are. That's what they look like in the up position. They all clear and everything. It looked great. So I may do I'll do a follow-up video. I'll probably do a follow-up video and see, maybe in like 6 months or something, maybe, to see how these are doing. What else may I want a Plastidip? Probably the mirrors. Yeah, the mirrors would probably be good to Plastidip because they can handle. It's really strong stuff. The door handles I would want a Plastidip, but I wouldn't, because it's something you grab and it's gonna peel off. Anything that you repeatedly grab, it's gonna peel off big time. So I would probably just do the mirrors. And I'm thinking of doing like a Plastidip bra for this, because see, there's a lot of chips here. So I would probably just kind of sand those chips, just sand the rust down on the chips, and then maybe just get some masking tape and mask from here till over here, over here, and then Plastidip that front part, because that's the one that gets hit. And you can see there's all the chips and stuff around it. So that's what I would Plastidip, and probably the roof. Probably do the roof. It wouldn't look too bad if you Plastidip the roof. But other than that, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to Plastidip on this car. The hood, I'm probably just going to get it re-cleared. I'm debating whether I should wait for all the clear coat to chip off. But some of the paint is coming off too. The paint is not good on this car. The newer Mitsubishi paint, the newer, like my Eclipse, is actually better. The paint itself. Now the clear coat is still shit. It's just the clear coat is shit on all Mitsubishis. All the black ones anyways. The black does not last very long on the Mitsubishis, but it's a black car. I think that's the common problem with black cars. If you don't wax them, they the paint the clear coat dies and it gets all yucky like this. So yeah, I'll probably take this to a shop and see if they can see how much they can do this for. Another alternative would be to wrap it. I think maybe just because I would do it myself, but you'd have to sand off all this clear coat. That's why I'm waiting for it to all come off. But with a spray can, that's too many spray cans, I think. I would just take it to a like Mako or something, have them spray some clear on that. So yeah, that's the plan. But I'm kind of waiting for it to all chip off first, like my Eclipse. Alright, these may go. So I will do a follow-up on this in a couple months to see how those turned out. Actually, we can see if they let's do this real quick. We should probably check if the wipers work. Okay, they work very slowly, but they work. And I probably shouldn't work. I probably shouldn't work them while they're not on. Yeah, they look good. All right. All right. So there you go. They look like they work pretty good. I'll tell you a funny story on this Previa here. I had these jokers install a new windshield for me. This had like a really cracked windshield on it, so I had a new one installed for like $300, and they didn't tighten the freaking the bolts down for the wiper blades when they took them off. And then so the first time I go to use them, they don't work. The motors are just spinning, and like it's like stripping out the thing. So I was like, oh man, what the hell? How could you forget to do something like that, you know? I'm not really sure how you take these out. There's probably a bolt. There's a bolt in here. You gotta take that cover off. But I'll probably do this one next. This one is in pretty bad shape. This one's already rusting, see? Alright.